For years, our world has been at peace, but something is coming. I can feel it.
Our world is dying. If our people are to survive, we must make a home here.
Warcraft is a huge-scale movie. This is really the high-wire act of studio filmmaking, and we have ILM, the tyrannosaur of CG work in our corner.
We'd love to cast orcs and 7-foot-tall creatures, but they just don't exist. So we knew we had to go to visual effects, and ILM was top on the list.
Find these beasts, whatever they are.
Number one challenge on this film has got to be nailing the orcs.
We had to create a whole race of orcs that had to hold their own against the live actors in the film.
The body motion capture was pretty traditional for us, but I think we really broke some ground with the faces. The first shot that we delivered was a close-up on Duratan. Very subtle, and yet there were important moments there to bring the character to life. It was really our way to show all the filmmakers, yes, we can pull these orcs off. And when they first saw it, they were floored.
You could see his eyes responding, just these little subtle movements, and it felt alive. That was just an amazing experience.
Hair is one of the most difficult things you can do in computer graphics, and we actually built one tool that we called Haircraft that was custom software specifically all about grooming hair. The variety and the depth of what we did for this film, as far as really complex environments, crowds, characters, compelling performances, magic, creatures that we got to create. It's really a dream come true to be able to work on.
ILM have an incredible history of work that they've done. They're on the cutting edge, are pushing what's possible. They're pretty epic.
Commander, the orcs are building a portal through which they plan to bring an army. If we do not stop them now, we may never get another opportunity.
Lothar, he's the commander of the military for the humans. He's also got his flaws, and he's torn between the duty of being a commander at the expense of his family.
You'll have.
It's that choice between doing what's right for your family or doing what's right for the whole race.
What are you doing in my city, Spellchucker?
There's a humorous relationship with him and the young rookie mage, Khadgar.
Bookworm.
Respectfully, Commander, my name is Khadgar.
My deepest apologies, Khadgar.
He gets on the nerves of Lothar. But he has a potential to step up and help save the humans. Lothar's certainly got a lot of sexual chemistry with Garona, who's a half-orc.
What are you looking at?
She explains that there's bad orcs and there's good orcs, and that we should trust and work alongside with them.
Retreat! Back!
Travis is a really exciting and charismatic actor. Absolutely just a natural leading man.
Everything on the show seems at a bigger scale and scope. We had swords that are like 3 times as big as a normal sword. So we had pre-production training.
You getting taller or what?
But it's not just about fighting. What excites me about this film is there's a real story with this beautiful backdrop of Warcraft and the universe that you're submersed in. And I find it very entertaining that these creatures that are so different join forces to fight together.
If we do not unite, we will perish. Well, that went well. Quick thinking. Just how I planned it.
I think that it's so important to be able to feel physically that you can do what your character is able to do.
Nice.
Garona has lived in a world where she has to be tough to survive. She's a fierce, strong, warrior-like person. And so the physical preparation, it was very daunting. No, I can do this. No. I want to do this. Yeah. It was 2.5 hours of physical training, 6 days a week. Then we added 2 hours of stunt training, and that's when I learned swordplay, knives, sticks.
We have a terrific stunt crew, but Paula has been willing to just sort of throw herself into their care. So we've actually been able to do an awful lot of stuff in camera with Paula that normally you would be using stunt people to do. So she's been fantastic.
It's like any kid's dream, right? It's able to do things like this.
So who are you, mage?
My name is Khadgar. I'm the Guardian Novitiate.
Khadgar is a young wizard, and he's got a really palpable journey throughout this film. Khadgar is a real academic and a real student when the film first kicks off. He's in training to be the next Guardian, and the Guardian's responsibility is to protect the realm of Azeroth.
Your Majesty, I've sensed something.
When the story picks up, Khadgar's sensed the presence of dark magic.
What are you doing in my city, Spellchucker?
Lothar is the commander of the Stormwind army, and he and Khadgar kind of form a very unlikely partnership. Taking Khadgar from kind of the student world into the real world, where it's dangerous. But when you get tried and tested in the real world, it can be very humbling.
Where's your horse? They took my horse.
Really? Stay there.
It's a humorous relationship, but it's still tough love.
In Warcraft, we see a different side to what mages can do, certainly from any other film. These are warriors using magic as a weapon.
You all right?
Wielding magic in real-life situations, that's an exciting thing to play with and to go for. We all had extensive discussions about what role magic plays in the film and in this world, and really kind of broke down the mechanics of it.
It's all about conjuring and setting. You're drawing in, throw out.
You need to know exactly what you're doing when you're casting a certain spell, or else it's just not going to read, and it's not going to feel real. It's amazing the innovation and the imagination that's gone into this. It's insane. It's really something else.
The fuel for my magic is life.
My name is Daniel Wu, and I play Gul'dan. He is a warlock orc who practices evil magic, which makes him kind of the most evil orc there is.
Gul'dan's a badass. He's destroyed the orc world with his lust for power and his lust for magic.
Gul'dan thinks that magic is what they need to ensure the survival of their species. He has to take other souls, humans, other animals, and he feeds off of it. That's his fuel. And although it's corrupting and it makes them turn into huge monsters, he thinks that's the only way to go.
Be feared or be fueled.
I have a special relationship with Warcraft because my wife plays. We had a baby last year, and I promised my wife I would take a year off of work because I'm constantly working in Hong Kong. And then in November, I get a call to do an audition. So I tell her about it, and she's like, "You can't do it." And I'm like, "But it's for Warcraft." And she goes, "Oh, then you really have to do it." And so she's the major reason why I'm actually doing this movie now, is because she gave me permission to take the audition. What I'm enjoying so much about this mocap experience is it is an interesting way to really disappear into a character.
Now claim my new world. So many clans in one place, Ogren. It will be our mighty warband.
Ogren Doomhammer is a big bad orc, Durotan's best friend and longest-serving confidant.
Where's Draka? Safe.
And a great warrior. Orgrim is as much a fan of the orcs' way of life as anything else. But Orgrim is much more of a warrior than Durotan is. Durotan is a leader and a chief, but Orgrim is much more base in many, many ways. Orgrim, he isn't a xenophobe, but he cannot countenance choosing humans over orcs.
I do not see how we could side with the humans against our own kind.
Even Gul'dan, as awful an orc as he might be, orcs come first.
I follow a true orc!
My name is Chris Metzen. I'm one of the developers of the Warcraft franchise.
Oh my.
We never dared imagine that the characters we had built would see the silver screen.
There's no compromise. It looks totally Warcraft.
Good.
Oh man, I want to put this on right now.
You can. Let's try it. Come on.
No time.
It's really impressive.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
Play a little role. I get to be the perfume merchant. Walking through this morning was kind of emotional for me. Just to be part of this thing is kind of hard to describe.
Pretty amazing.
The city has so much detail. You can walk around the streets and you find these little nooks, you know, like the Gilded Rose just kind of off in the corner. Some of my favorite things are just seeing kind of the shop fronts from the video game, you know, the protective hide and the slaughtered lamb. No stone has been left untouched.
It's kind of hard to process everything. It's pretty amazing, you know?
To be on these sets, to just see this stuff with new eyes, you know, see something new in it. It's like, I'm giddy. I'm just a total fan again. And after 20 years, that's a real gift.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So this is one of those moments where the reality of making this movie has to step in on the game because there's no actual armory in the game. You get all your weapons from vendors or from drops. There's nowhere you go and say, oh, I'd like to try this and try that. This is poetic license, and it's beautiful. I mean, some of these things are fantastically made. You look at this halberd, you got the crest of Stormwind on the head of it, and it feels great. What about the armor? Oh my God, they're all real. Look at the shields up there. I have a massive head. It's heavy. Look at this. This is a real thing. This is so exciting to me in so many ways. Weapons have done a beautiful job. It's a growth of the game. It's amazing.
All right, here we go.
I'm Rob Kazinsky, and I play Orgrim Doomhammer. We're here in the Lion's Pride Inn. And I think everybody who's ever played this game has come here, even if you are bored through and through. You know, I've spent days in this very inn in the game. I have spent days on the exterior of this inn. And it is uncanny if you actually look around. I mean, everything is pretty much identical to the game. The fireplace, from the tables at the actual door of the entryway, to where the barrels are, to the paintings, to everything is identical. And there's so many little Easter eggs lying around. Like at the entry, there is a wanted sign for kobolds. And that's one of the first quests you ever do in this game. It's really just a place to gather, and that's kind of what it is in the film as well. It's a beautiful, beautiful set, and as a player, it fulfills everything I want from the Lion's Pride Inn.
Anyone who makes films hopes at one point to get the chance to create a world with strong, diverse characters and vast number of locations. Warcraft is really the biggest kind of filmmaking that you can do.
Even though we're doing fantastical environments, it still had to feel real.
Duncan wanted to shoot this as much in camera as possible so that the digital characters are performing directly with a human character, and then combine those together in some of the biggest motion capture sets that have ever been created.
29.5, mate.
It's hard to think of another project like this in terms of the scale of imagery that we've had to produce. You feel as though you're at the vanguard of something that hasn't been done before.
There's an arms race going on in the film industry to push technology. Maybe in some time we won't be the coolest kids on the block anymore. But right now we are.
For years, our world has been at peace, but something is coming. I can feel it. Dark forces are upon us.
Our world is dying. If our people are to survive, we must make a home here.
Warcraft is a huge-scale movie. It's the high-wire act of filmmaking.
From the first moment the film opens, it's larger than life.
This film has wonderful characters. Get on. And amazing creatures. It's stuff that you've never seen before. Step in.
The Orcs' world is dying. It's become a desert.
They had no choice but to find another world.
Let me go first.
Most of them want to coexist peacefully and find a new home.
But the leader of the orcs wants ultimate power.
Claim my new world!
Majesty, I've sensed something. Dark forces.
These monstrous beings are attacking our people. Our whole world is in trouble.
Look around you. Wherever Gul'dan works its magic, the land dies. For orcs, there is no other life but war. No, but with the humans' help, there could be.
One of the unexpected surprises is the way our heroes end up coming together.
Why are you here?
To save our people.
This is the only way to survive. Orcs and humans have to work together.
You'll have me to protect you.
I need no one to protect me.
You'd side with the humans against your own kind.
You all right? Despite the differences, they come together to defeat a common enemy.
Trust in your friend. Together, you can save this world.
You're talking about a scale of war that you've never seen before.
The film is unique and really exciting.
For Jackson, take 3. See camera.
Cut. And we're basically looking at our fell orc, so we're kind of just pushing in like that, just to take us to the table.
$30, take 20. Camera, more close your eyes.
There you go. This guy's walking through. And action.
And then tilting up to you. Okay. Seeing it. So that's your reaction. That's your reaction to that. And then carry through to the head snap to where the fight's going to.
You know, a little bit of that just for moving sake. And then
If we move on that.
Yeah.
Powder. Face.
Yeah. Apple 38, Denver 64, D-marker. C-marker.
Teamwork.